everybody been here? Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up for yourself each and every day. Gonna ring some bells here. They might be a little loud. If you're sensitive to noise, you may want to turn your volume down. If it resonates, feel free to like or comment. If not, don't make it fit. So I felt like I was all over the place there, and then I started to see a pool of water, and it started to spin almost like it was a drain, going down a drain. Then it got distorted, and then it spun the other way. It is almost giving the washing machine analogy now of agitating versus a flow somewhere. Can't make up its mind. We think of decisions in general. The pool between two worlds. Saw like a line and a very different environments or territories on either side of the line. There's something we're hanging on to in the one, and while we're halfway in the other. It almost looked like a briefcase, but it was like glued in the air, and it's not open, so we may not know what it is. It is prized, where we can look at it as value, and uh, that where it's stuck is it's kind of dead. It's time to move on. It is. I'm sure we want to go to the new experience, but this is old. It doesn't fit anymore. You can almost see the color of our clothes changing through that transition. Uh, Again, with the briefcase being closed, kind of reminds me of, you know, like something very valuable, and it's locked in there with a combination lock that we may not know what it is, but we're still hanging on to it as valuable, or that it belongs in this new experience when it doesn't. But if we go back to the water and back and forth, uh, it's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. We're living in both worlds. Bit of stagnation, non-movement. I got the spirit card reversed. Can't make up our mind. Allowing I don't know if it's leading with this, but it's giving the idea of like some insecurities or some fears, something that creates safety, stability within us, whether a mindset or something material wise, and hanging on to that, but it doesn't belong in the new world. It can't come with, and without that trust inside ourselves or confidence, faith, courage, we can't pass the line fully, and we're not really in a balanced place. This might be a push and pull on, mindsets that are just mindsets or relate to material, tangible things that make us feel safe. We would know, like we'd have those kind of roller coaster or emotions, if we will, or thought patterns about certain things, and it might have a tone to a precise wound or a traumatic event of feeling safe. We got two cards here. We got Eight of Pentacles reversed, boredom, and we got the Sun, authenticity. Kind of like that stagnation place or that waiting period between the two worlds, that agitating of the water, where it's like we get back and forth, back and forth. I just want to move forward. I want to get there. Maybe we had a taste of it and it goes away, and then we're back in the other experience. But regardless, we are in a standstill. There's not any movement. And with the place of authenticity, how can we, the opposite is self-doubt. What is this, what's in the briefcase that's limiting us from moving forward? I feel like we want to. I mean, it's if we're bored, it's like, yeah, it's time for a change, and we're just waiting for it to happen. Sure, we can say divine timing, but whatever's in that briefcase is divine timing. It's like that, and we're hanging on to, not ready to let go of. Five of Cups, disappointment. Kind of gave a situation from the past. Uh, I don't think it was with a person, but maybe we're afraid that by letting go of this, we can recreate that situation, and hanging on to it or whatever this is makes us feel safe to an extent that we won't go through what we did before. Whether it's a thought process or an actual tangible item. A King of Swords reversed. Arrogance. We're just going with our thoughts right here, and being in a place that we're allowing them to make more decisions for us, and they're more or less negative decisions. I shouldn't say it in that way, but it's like whatever's in this briefcase makes us feel safe. We know that. And if we let go of that, we won't feel safe. But we're like validating it in our mind. We're proving to ourselves that we need it, that it has to come with. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Missed opportunities. We can look at this as protecting ourselves. We have whatever's in there is a type of protection, is making us feel safe in a way, and we need it. It's like a tool. It's something that what if this happens, I need this. And it doesn't have to be something tangible. It could, but it could also be this mindset like, if I let go of this, what if I make a stupid decision, or if I'm foolish enough to believe that this can happen and it doesn't, what will happen? How can I keep myself safe? Four of Wands, joyous occasions. That's what's on the other side. And I feel like we know it, and we're trying to head towards it, and we're just kind of waiting, like pulling in that idea of divine timing, or it's just not time and it'll just show up when it's time. Well, that briefcase is the time. That whatever's in that briefcase can change that time. And whether we really know it or not, or have taken it into consideration, we can change that time. And then we can be there over that line. Get one last card here. The World. Achievement. Closing out that cycle, that briefcase. In the beginning, that was our old life. That was our old experience. And what was in that briefcase probably served a purpose. It does, no matter what it was. If it was deemed bad or good, during that period, it served a purpose. It helped us through. It got us to where we needed to go, to this point. But now it has served its purpose. It doesn't come with anymore. We have to let it go, because going into this new experience, it doesn't fit. We don't need that anymore. That would be limiting. It's limiting us now. Crossing that line, it doesn't fit. And if we're in that place of stagnation, that crossing line, it's very clear that it can't come with, and it is actually holding us back, which is further proof that it can't come with, that it doesn't fit in that experience. That's going to be different for everyone. If you don't know, maybe meditate on a briefcase and see what's inside. I'm going to leave this here. If this resonates, feel free to like, share, or subscribe, and I will talk to you all later.